Hi, I'm Mary Steenburgen. If you don't know who I am by now, why are you watching me anyway? Anyway, welcome to a session in which I will attempt to share with you what has taken me 50 years to learn. Boy, are you lucky. We're going to be discussing harmony and notation and voicings and blues and jazz and all kinds of concepts. Let's say the simplest chord there is, the C chord, which in the most primitive form involves just these three notes, C, E, and G. You have no trouble perceiving that there are many different ways in which you can combine those three notes, C, E, G, without changing the fact that what you're playing is still a C chord. For example, instead of having the C here at the bottom, see there it is, you could lift it out, so to speak, and play the C here. It's a different voicing. It's interesting why they use that word voice, because it has to do with the human noise we make with our mouth, is what we call tenths, T-E-N-T-H-S, tenths. It's based, of course, on the number 10, and all it means, the word tenths means, is simply that between the first note and the second note, there are 10 spaces, 10 notes. So there's this is a sequence of tenths he showed me on a particular song, and never mind the song, but this is what he showed me. Again, just watch the left hand. Repeat. So anyway, the modern guys, generally starting around 1950 or so, they began to use their left hands chiefly to play peck or accent chords while doing the singing jazz solo, so to speak, with the notes in the right hand. So you hear that a lot today. For reasons we don't have to go into, if we take the third note and we go down a half step, which is to say we flat that note, not flatten, but flat, somehow that does sound related to jazz and the blues. It sounds hipper. For example, suppose you're in C and you're going from an E minor and you're headed for a D minor. And there's nothing wrong with going from one to the other. But what a lot of guys will do is they'll take a little step between that where they go like this. Again, that note and this note. So while you're even in the key of C, I repeat, going from that, when you hit this, see, it works. A trill is a thrill if you're from Brooklyn, but a trill is just a little thing. You can play it on any instrument. And it's not one limited thing. It's anytime you play two or three notes, but in a kind of a little canary bird relationship. For example, or I'll play one of my songs, a few bars of it here, called Impossible, and I'll throw in a trill or two to see you. You shouldn't overuse it, but anyway, it's a nice color, for example. See? The ballad stuff is so pretty, I do it anyway. I'm not trying to claim original. It's all Erroll's, and of course, I add my own style to it. But his left hand was famous. It sounded like Freddie Green, the guitar player, with Count Basie. It was just one beat per one chord per beat, although he could vary it. See how it sounds like a guitar player? By the way, a couple of little ending tricks you might want to employ. You're ending this, let's say, in E flat on some version of an E flat chord, but it's pretty if you go up a half step into an E-based thing. So you're really working with this, but you're going up a half step. Now you resolve that by going back to your E flat.